Hi folks, County Line Gardener with you. This is not an update or anything like that. I'm just getting ready to plant my tomatoes in my raised beds. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised beds to go. I've got 9 total. I got these planted yesterday. Today's May the, I don't know, I think today's May the 8th. See, it's Wednesday. Well, anyway, I've got, if you can look way over there on the other side of the greenhouse, there's a box over there too. Now I got that one planted. That's my early girls, and then I've got 6 yellow tomato plants. That's all. The rest of it's all going to be red. Okay, I just wanted to show you this because this is my compost. I fill each bed up with compost each year. Each year I have to add about a bucket load from that front end loader to each, well, two bucket loads for each box, and it settles, I guess, but it just makes it fresh, and it works so good. I can't get over how well the compost is working for us. Over here I got my strawberry. My strawberries, you know, you never have to worry about them in the winter. They just do great here. I actually got a ripe one the other day. I got a ripe tomato too off my cherry tomato plant. Of course, I planted it early. I planted it day after Christmas, I think. Well, there's my onions. I don't know about them things. They don't look too hot. They don't look good at all. But we'll see. We'll see. We used to have a whole bed right here of onions, and it was just too much, more than we needed. So we cut it down to half and half. We got strawberries in one and onions in the other one. I may have to replant those. I haven't looked at them until now. They don't look too hot, but I'm getting ready to plant these tomatoes you see over here in the golf car. Plants. Big Beef and Big Boy. I'm going to do these right now. I'm going to do these on camera, and you can follow along with me if you want. I haven't done a video of me planting tomatoes in the raised beds. We did 7 years ago. I made a video, number 13, if you want to look it up, for our garden up there. That's when we had 300 tomato plants up there. I don't think we had any raised beds back then. But this is how we're doing it now. We're not even going to the garden. Our garden's shut down. We just can't, at our age, we can't keep up with it anymore. Can't bend over to pick them green beans. And I don't even plant my own seeds anymore. These are all bought from the local nursery, and it's so much easier for me, so much cheaper. That's the main thing, it's so much cheaper. The price they put on a bag of potting soil is ridiculous now around here, and fertilizer. So I just said heck with it. I can get them plants for $1.29 each, and they're 2 foot tall. But anyway, I'm gonna shut this down long enough to put it on the tripod, and then we'll get back to watching me plant these in the raised bed, okay, in the compost. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, we're back. I hope you can hear me. I got to walk away from the camera just a little bit here, but we're going to put this in the ground. Guys, just follow me if you want to. So I got this. I bought this auger years ago to dig the hose with, and it really helps. But if you use it in the garden, you need one, you know, that's that long so you don't have to bend over. But up here, there's no bending over because we're in a raised beds, which is the whole idea of raised beds for us. But anyway, let's go along here and just kind of follow me here. just dig that hole out. Now I go deep. It depends on the size of the tomato plant. It does. You can tell that's pretty deep. I'll clean this bottom limb off, and I'll drop that down in that hole. But before I do that, this is important. At least it is to me. Epsom salt. Epsom salt. Just sprinkle ever so lightly in there. Cover it up. And here's something you've got to remember when you're putting that back in there, that dirt back in that hole. Make sure, no air can get to that root ball. That's important. I learned that at the golf course I used to work at in Florida. Air is a bad enemy of a root ball. But anyway, that's how I do it. This bed is 16 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall. And we usually, when we first started, we put 16 in each box, which was kind of crazy. Now last year we went with 12 plants per box, and it was still too crowded, so this year we're going with 10. So we got 8, we're going to have 80 tomato plants in 8 boxes, and then we'll have 1 box with strawberries and onions in it, okay? I'll do one more here on camera. Okay. That is just so easy to do. That is so easy. I think this thing, it's less than 20 bucks. It digs the perfect size hole. Just remember what I said. Lightly sprinkle you some salt in there. Epsom salt. And then I forgot to tell you on that first one, I like to loosen this root ball up a little bit, like that. Gives it a little freedom to around it. And like I said, make sure you get all the packed in good around that. That's important. Okay. Tell you what, we'll do one more. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one. We'll do one more. I actually had an extension for that. I actually made it myself for the garden up there, so I wouldn't have to bend over as much. Sprinkle you some Epsom salt in there. Break up your ball just a little bit. You don't have to tear it up. Drop her down in there. Okay. All right. I've got a long way to go here. At my age, I don't get in a hurry anymore. If you're retired, you know exactly what I mean. But it's fun. There's nothing I'd rather do than plant and grow tomatoes. I mean it. Can't think of anything else I like more. But anyway, the Epsom salt, remember that. It's important. Epsom salt is actually magnesium sulfate, and that is one of the key ingredients in good soil. If you look it up, you'll see that. You want to research it. I learned this from my boss down there at the golf course I worked at in Central Florida. He put it on everything. It just makes everything grow so good and green up so good, and you really get good plants. And with this compost here, I don't have any weeds. I don't know what it is in that compost, but I never ever have to pull weeds. Never. It's just perfect. I guess, I don't know, it's, you know, I buy about 6 cubic yards of it a year, and that's about $250 delivered, and it's worth every penny of it to me. We plant a lot of tomatoes here because we can a lot. We used to sell them at the market, and we got to where we didn't want to pack them up and take them down every week, so we quit doing that. And, anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Been on here long enough. I hope you guys have a good gardening season. And for now, I'm gonna tell you bye. This is County Line Gardener. Bye bye. One thing, folks, I forgot to tell you, which I don't think it's necessary. You all know this, but always, 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 after you put a plant in the ground, or a seed for that matter, you always have to water it in, and be liberal with it. Just, you know, put it on there real good. You can't get too much water when they're new like this. Now these plants were already hardened off. I kept them on my back porch. They got sunlight there, a little bit of sunlight, and a lot of you know, natural weather, so they were ready. So I just wanted to tell you about the water. Don't go by your weather forecast, because it can be wrong 50% of the time. Like today, it's supposed to rain really bad after a while here, but I'm going to water anyway. I'm going to water, and if it rains, that's just that much better. So I'll get off of here now. Okay? Bye-bye.